Today I'm going to show you how to use Code.org's App Lab to make a small little app, and this app is simply going to tell us whether two numbers are greater than or less than each other. However, this demo should give you enough skills to be able to get started on an app yourself that does something completely different. So first thing we do is go to Code.org, and we're going to go to New Project and App Lab. Next, we're going over here where it says Code, Design, and Data, and we're going to design. And we're going to design what our pages look like. So you know right now I have one screen, and if I wanted to have multiple screens, I can have more screens by going New Screen. The app we're making today is going to all be on one screen, but you can design multiple screens. The first thing I might like to do is to deal with the background. So if I click here on the background, I can choose the color. Here I have the name of it is screen 1 because I only have one screen. The background color is currently RGB 255, 255, 255, which happens to be white. I'm going to click right here, and I think I feel like having something kind of maybe blue or purple. I think I like right about there. So now you'll notice there's a hex code. This is a hex code. That is a code that tells you what color it is. That code represents this color right here. And so that is what the computer interprets for this color. And we have our background. You could also upload an image to your background if you wanted, but instead I think we're going to put an image over in the center of the top. So here is my button for image. I'm going to drag it over and put it where I'd like it. In this case, I think I'm going about there. And now, because I am clicked on the image, I have the properties of the image. It is called Image 1. I could change this title to something else if I wanted. I could change it to Penguin because that's what I'm going to put on it. Or I can just leave it at Image 1. It's fine. The width, the height, the position are all things you can do by code over here, or you can just drag it to make it bigger and you see those numbers change. And you can move it to change the position and you see those numbers change. So now I need an image. So I'm going to choose, and I have already saved one. I am uploading it. I used my screenshot tool to get one. Here is the penguin we're going to use, and I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to click choose. So there's my penguin. He's all set to go. Now, next thing I might want is I might want to put some information on this page. So I'm going to take this label button right here and bring it over here. And at the moment, it's called Label 1, which is fine with me. And its text is what words it says. So I'm going to change that to say greater than, greater or less. Greater or less than, question mark. Now, at the moment, that is not centered. It's not a pretty color. It's not showing well. We're going to fix that. So I'm going to grab it with my cursor and move it so that it looks a little bit better there. I like that. I am going to change the color. I do not like this gray on this purple. I think I might just want, that's terrible. I might want it to be green. Who knows what I want? That seems terrible as well, but we'll go with that. The background color, if I wanted, I can leave it the same. It is currently background here, but I could change the background of this section as well. Size, maybe I want that to be bigger, so maybe I'd like it to be 22, 24. That seems good. So I can change that. I can change the font if I want to. I would like to make this text align centered so that the word than is centered under greater than or less, and now I can drag it to where I want it. So now it looks pretty good. So that's how I can work with my label, which is just text. The next thing I want is text area. Text area is where the answer is going to show up when I get the answer to our question. So this is my text area. It doesn't need to be this big because it's just going to say greater than or less than, right? So it's probably big enough. Actually, we'll go with it. Anyway, here's the text is what I want it to say right now. So I'm just going to put your answer will show here. Okay. And maybe I'm going to make the box fit that whole answer. I don't know. Again, we can change the font, we can change the size, we can move it around, we can do all of those things. So all of these are your options. I'm going to leave it like that. At the moment, this is good enough for my setup. I'm going to leave it here. There are other options you can put on if they are helpful. Now we're going to code. So I clicked up here on the top where it says design code data, and I'm going to code. And now it's what do I want it to do? So in this particular case, the first thing I'm going to ask is that we get some numbers. So the question is, are the two numbers that you gave me greater than, less than, or equal to each other? Is the first one greater than, less than, or equal to the second one is really the question. So the first thing we need is a number, which is going to be a variable. So I'm going to call it variable x, and I would like to prompt them to enter a value. So I bring that first one here. I got this from up here in the toolbox variables, and I found it right here, variable x, prompt, enter a value. So I'm going to stick with x as my first one, but I'm going to change these words, and I'm going to, well, no, I think I'll leave it with enter a value. Enter a value is fine, but I can change these words if I want to. Now I'm going to need another variable. You know what? This is terrible. I don't want just any variable. I want a number. I'm getting rid of this. You know how you get rid of this? You just drag it off. So what I really wanted is a number. So x variable x prompt num means prompt me with a number, enter a value. Okay. So I need that second time, this next one. This time the variable, we're going to make it y. So I'm going to change the x right here into a y, and I'm going to say enter a second value. And then we need to start doing some things with this. So what will happen right now if I hit run, let me move my face over here so I'm out of the way. If I hit run, it's just going to ask me for a number. It says enter a value, and I'll say 3, and it says okay. And then I enter another value. I'm going to say 5 and say okay. And then nothing happens because that's all I asked it to do. I'm going to hit reset so we're restarted. Now we have to take it and have it do some work with those numbers. So we're going to do some control. And we're going to do an if-then question. So if else is actually what I want. It's this one right here. This right there. No, this right here. If else. So if, and here I need some math. So what I want to know is about math, and I want to say if x is greater than y. So I'm going to take this one right here that says blank greater than blank, and I'm going to bring that and drop it into the if part. So if x is greater than y, then I'm going to tell them something. So now I have to have text, and text is in UI controls, and it is set text here. Set text, so I'm putting it right here. And then I need to know where am I setting the text? Well, it's going to be in that box down here where your answer will show. And if you remember, that was label 1. No, it was text area 1. Label 1 was greater than or less than. Text area 1. And then what do I want it to say? I want it to say your first number is greater than your second number. Okay? Well, what if x is not greater than y? What if y is greater than x? Well, then I want it to say your second number is greater than your first number, but wait a minute, what if they're equal? So I'm not quite ready yet for just one else. So if x is greater than y, is only one of my 3 options, so I need a third option because I only have 2 options right now. So I'm going back to control, and I'm getting another if else, and I'm sticking it in there, okay? So first, if x is bigger than y, then your first number is greater than your second number. But the next thing I want to know is maybe y is greater than x. So I'm coming over to math, and I'm bringing over the symbol again, the greater than, whoops. Yeah, that'll work. We got this. So if y is greater than x, then I'm going to tell them that your first number is less than your second number, right? So again, I need to do the set text. So I come up to UI controls. I find set text right here. I drag that in. The text I want to change is the text area. And the text I want to say is that your first number is less than your second number. So once I've got that typed, I now have if X is bigger, then it says your first number is greater than your second number. And if Y is bigger than your first number is less than your second number. And the last thing is if they're equal, but I don't even need to ask if they're equal because it's the only other choice. So everything else is going to be here, which is when they're equal. So now I just can get set text again, set text. And again, this spot is where do I want it? And that's in the text area. And what do I want it to say? And in this case, I want it to say, your numbers are equal. Now, I realize that very few of you needed an app to do this, but you have now written an entire app here, and it should work. So let's see what happens when we hit run. So I hit run, and I hit 2 as my first number. Okay. 4 as my next number. Okay. And it says your first number is less than your second number, which is correct. If you're going to test your app, you test it for all the options. So we're going to run it again. And this time we'll put in 6 and 1. Pardon me. And it says your first number is greater than your second number, which is correct. And again, if you're going to test your app, you're going to test all the possible options. So we're going to put in 3 and 3. And now it says your numbers are equal. So our app is working correctly. And we have all the skills to be able to make a new app. Have a great day.